Hey, Thomas, very good to see you. Today we are discussing Secure Act 2.0 and what it means for your retirement accounts. As you know, Secure Act 2.0 recently passed the House with overwhelming bipartisan support. There are many provisions in it. We're going to break down some of the big ones, but first are some proposed changes to the 401k. Can you tell me about those?
Yeah, a couple of deals that come through is the catch-up contributions. It went from 6,000 up to 10,000 if you're over
Hmm.
the age of 62, I believe. That's one of the deals. Also with simple, it actually impacts simple IRAs as well. You can catch up payments have went from 3,000 to 5,000.
Hmm.
Also, in regards to automatic enrollment, it's requiring that employers contribute 3% or allow their employees to contribute 3%, and then to increase every subsequent year up to 10% contributions. I think it really puts the employee in a position to really start to save for retirement more aggressively than what they would on their own.
Yeah, personally, I think that's great. The only time I didn't contribute to my 401k was when I wasn't automatically enrolled. So I appreciate the nudge. That's just me, though.
Mhm.
Another proposed change would increase the starting age for those required minimum distributions to
Mhm.
73 in 2022 and then kind of staggered then on out. So who does this help?
It definitely helps, the individual that is looking or maybe doesn't have enough saved in retirement, that's 65, 67, 68, and they need those additional years for that money to grow. Because when you think about R&Ds, that money is being distributed out of your IRA or your 401k accounts. And that can take away from the growth aspect of your account. So allowing that money to accumulate longer can put you in a situation where you will have a larger nest egg at the age of 75. The opposite side of that, because as we spoke, is that when you're thinking about that and you start to take those RMDs at 75, or you start to take those at 75, you're going to have a larger account. So those who inherit those accounts will still have a larger tax burden as well. So there's both sides to that coin, if you will.
Yeah, huge tax implications. So
Mhm.
that leads us right into our next point, though. With those RMDs are going to affect beneficiaries when they
Mhm.
inherit accounts. And we
Mhm.
have this great graphic to kind of help explain it, Thomas. Can you help us break this down, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's three basic scenarios when we're looking at how the Secure Act is going to affect all the beneficiaries. You have your eligible designated beneficiaries, which will still be allowed to do the stretch IRA, if you will. That's like your spouse, certain trusts that are out there, minor children of the deceased. That's one category that will still allow you to exercise the stretch IRA. In Secure Act 1.0, they reduced the stretch IRA down to 10 years, which affects the non-eligible designated beneficiaries. That's like non-spouses and certain trusts. That means that if you receive this money from the individual that passes away, you have to spend it in 10 years
Hmm.
in some shape or form. So that may impact you in regards to from a tax situation. And then you have the third option, which is a non-designated beneficiary, which is essentially like charities or certain trusts, and they have a 5-year rule where they have to have those distributions out in 5 years, the money that came over to that charity.
Hmm. All right.
Mhm.
Well, that is helpful, Thomas. And I think that the big takeaway there is if you have recently inherited an account, give you a call because this is
Absolutely.
very complicated. So,
Mhm.
speaking of, if somebody would like to talk through these changes with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Absolutely. You can definitely look at my website. And It's Martin Heritage Group LLC.com. You can shoot me an email at info at Martin Heritage Group LLC.com. Give me a call at 651-503-6064. I'm on all social media platforms at Martin Heritage Group, and that's Instagram. That's also Facebook as well. And you can also find me on LinkedIn.
You're everywhere. It's very easy to
Yes.
find you, and that is very helpful. All right, Thomas, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.